So, Mark, by all accounts, a great tour of Holland.
It was very good, John. Yeah, it was a packed 11 days, to be honest with you, 12 days as we went, and the LFE who put the tour on, they really packed out the programme. It was really good. We learnt a lot about them individually and as a group, and we certainly, on the football side, we certainly saw, you know, enough to tell us what we need to be looking at when we're back here. But yeah, I mean, as a tour, it was really good.
I mean, I remember being in places like Germany and Denmark when the youth team were out there, and you learn a lot from playing against different cultural football, don't you?
Yeah, you really do. I mean, as I said, if you look over the games that we played, Dordrecht was a different kind of game. It was a physical game. They were their age group older, so physically the boys had to deal with things, and technically, you know, it created some different challenges. Vitesse Arnhem was a really good, nice challenge because, you know, you had centre halves, ball playing centre halves coming out playing a lot more, and fullbacks pushing on a little bit quicker. So, you know, as that point of view, it gave us a different challenge, and the boys really enjoyed it because, as I said, we play similar to that anyway. We're a football developing, you know, we believe in football. We like the lads to be comfortable with the ball and use the ball properly. So from that point of view, it was nice to have that challenge placed back on us. We don't always face that week in, week out over here. You know, a lot of teams might want to go a little bit longer and put a little bit more physicality on it. That's the great thing about youth development. You're learning. That's what they're learning. And they learn from us and we learn from them.
And of course, England's stock has obviously risen during the summer because of the World Cup, and that filters down. Yeah,
of course it does, across the board, John. I mean, listen, I don't see, you know, from all the teams that were out there, the English teams that were playing against, you know, if you look at results basis, we probably came out on top, and, you know, in different games. So, you know, with kids and football, it's all about learning, it's all about development, and it's great for them because their challenges are the same challenges that we're getting. It's just different. And but as a footballer and an international footballer, let's be honest, you'll come up against all sorts. So if you get to that level of competition, you're going to have to learn to play against lots of different things. So, you know, it's not just playing in your country, it's playing across the world. It was great. It was great from all groups, I think, that we all got something out of it.
And of course, we should mention you won the tournament. We
won the tournament, yeah, in the end. Yeah, we did win the tournament. We played some very good football on that Saturday, but it was broken up over to 40 minutes, and we scored lots of good goals in the first two games and built up. But actually, when the tournament started and we started the first two games, we were very strong in actually dealing with all of that. So the boys are obviously taking it on board and trying to develop it.
Do you bring things back from tournaments like that and try and instill that into your own game?
Well, the great thing about it is, as I said, we'll develop the way that we develop, John. So we try and play football in a very structured way. You know, we expect people to be able to play. Two centre halves will have to come out and play. Full-backs have got to be comfortable on the ball. You know, centre forwards, they'll make them runs forward, in behind. Midfielders, can you play in front and behind? So we ask them things from our players all the time. We want to play a football type of way. So we'll just keep adapting that and keep working with it, even when we come up against the physicality teams that, you know, the south ends of the world, that they'll certainly just want to go and they get some real strong boys in and they just want to go and press. But we got, you know, for me, we've got to be flexible and bright enough to work with that, deal with that, and get on top and find a way.
Of course, there were star players that caught the eye, like Bradley Lethbridge.
Yeah, they are. Bradley scored some good goals, but as I said, across the group over the 12 days, I saw everybody growing, John, and Bradley, you know, it's exactly the same with centre forwards. They have the privilege of putting the ball in the net, but there's a lot of hard work that has to go into that process before you can, you know, you get into them areas. People have to be doing their jobs, good deliveries into the box, good balls into feet. So, you know, across the board it was good. Bradley scored some goals, but as I said, without the service and without people around you, a goal scorer is only ever as good as people around him. So, you know.
As we know through the likes of Mick Quinn.
Exactly, Mickey Quinn. I'm sure he'd have something to say that, you know, about his career and just being in the right place at the right time. But if the ball doesn't come in at the right place and the right time, Mickey doesn't score. So, you know, you've got to work with people, and the lads across as a group, there was some real good quality with it.